Continue to search for this man. Now, as I said, this incident happened live on the air. It is very disturbing to watch. We are only going to show it once this hour, so if such things disturb you, please leave the room. But I'm warning you, it's tough to watch. Here it is.
Leaders involved in this, and talk about why it's important to get these business leaders involved.
Well, this is our community, and we want to come together. We want to share information that can help us grow and develop to provide a better experience. We're saying tourism. We want the people that come here to say that was.
You see it there, and I want to show this picture again because if you can help authorities any way, it would be much appreciated. If you recognize this man, please call Virginia authorities or call the FBI, even your local chapter. They'll get you in touch with the right people. I just talked to the general manager, Jeff Marks. He made an announcement on the air to viewers in Virginia who saw this go down. Let's listen to that.
Breaking news this morning out of Franklin County, news that has affected our WDBJ7 family very deeply. Our WDBJ7 morning crew was live this morning at Smith Mountain Lake when shots were fired around 6:45. And our general manager and WDBJ7 Vice President Jeff Marks is here to tell us more about what happened.
Kim, it is my very, very sad duty to report that we have determined through the help of the police and our employees that Allison and Adam died this morning shortly after 6:45 when the shots rang out. We do not know the motive. We do not know who the suspect or who the killer is. We do know that the Franklin County Sheriff, I just got off the phone with Franklin County Sheriff Overton. I just got off the phone before that with the state police. They are working very diligently to track down both the motive and the person responsible for this terrible crime against two fine journalists.
All right, that was Jeff Marks. I talked to him earlier, in fact, just about 15 minutes ago, and he described more of what went down during that live shot at that water park. Apparently, shots rang out, at least 8 shots, we think. That's what we counted when we were watching the video. The shots hit the photographer first. Allison Parker, the reporter, was running away, and that's when she was shot. The person they were interviewing, who was from the Chamber of Commerce, was also hit. Brian Stelter earlier reported that she was in surgery, and she had been hit in the back. I want to talk a little bit about the suspect search because that is ongoing. Alexandra Field is following that part of the story.
And Carol, we know from authorities that they have the name of the person who they believe is the suspect, that they have the license plate number of that person, but there are lockdowns that remain in place in that community as they pursue this suspect. We know that the feds are involved, both the FBI and the ATF are in the manhunt trying to find this person, but no motive has been revealed. And that's why we're seeing the repercussions of this reverberating even here in New York City. The NYPD saying that they have stepped up their security efforts at stations, news stations.
Itself, but it just gives you some context of what we're talking about. If we put it up on the screen, no, we'll see if we can bring that while we're talking. Richard, the other thing I was just going to say, we both know this because we've operated out in the field, sometimes in dangerous situations. It's not easy to control the environment around you. I think you can just see this picture. As we're looking at these, perhaps you could address that, Richard. You can't control your environment while you're looking down the camera.
You can't, and obviously in high-risk environments, you have security and you have people watching your back, and you are aware of your perimeter and that kind of thing. But this wasn't a high-risk environment. This was a local story for a local station about a local issue, and they were at a shopping mall, what you might consider to be a safe place, possibly at 6:45 in the morning before it had even opened. So it's very unlikely that these two would have had any real concerns about security, and clearly you can see from the footage that they were taken absolutely by surprise by what happened. They didn't even seem to be aware of the fact.
Me to Virginia, near Roanoke, Virginia, a tiny town. A reporter and her photographer doing a live shot at a water park this morning, shot dead, live on the air. The woman they were interviewing also injured. She's in surgery right now, and what's worse, the gunman is still on the loose. Schools are on lockdown this morning, and the Sheriff's Department is doing everything it can to track him down. Shooting happened at 6:45 Eastern. That's in the morning. The gunman is believed to be a man who fired 6 to 8 times. The station itself, WDBJ, is not running video of the incident at this time, but I do have the general manager on the phone right now, Jeff Marks. Jeff, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Thank you so much for talking with me. I can't even imagine how you're feeling at the moment.
You know, you send people into war zones, you send people into dangerous situations, into riots, and you worry that they're going to get hurt. You send somebody out to do a story on tourism, and how can you ever expect something like this to happen? We are, you know, you use all the words senseless, devastated. Those are all those news catchwords, but they all apply.
When did you become aware that this happened?
At about 6:50, I was in my car, and my news director called me and said, "Are you aware of what just happened on the air?"
Oh my goodness! And what did you think had happened when he said that?
Exactly what turned out to have happened. Your mind, being an experienced journalist, your mind immediately goes to the worst, and then you hope that it's something less than that.
Oh my goodness! So how did he explain the situation to you?
She did. That was simply what I said. You know, when you work with somebody a long time, you don't need a lot of words. It was, where are you? I said, I'm just about at work. I happened to be in the neighborhood already, and she was close behind.
So, tell us from your perspective, what exactly happened at 6:45 Eastern?
Say that again. I'm sorry. There's so much going on in the newsroom.
I totally understand. Can you tell me about the incident as you know it?
Yes. They were doing a routine interview. You saw Allison on camera with the person she was interviewing. You heard several shots fired. Allison screamed and started running away. By that time, we believe Adam was already shot, and Allison was shot as she ran away. That's what the video indicates, and what is indicated by one of our senior managers who is on the scene.
So you believe that Adam, the photographer, was shot first, and then Allison Parker tried to escape the gunfire, and she was hit?
That's what it appears. The police will recreate it, and